Yo, 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 King Erner coming to y'all live and direct. The night's last topic is the Shower Posse versus JBM. Shower Posse came in Philadelphia, man. It was a bunch of Jamaicans. They was in their bag putting stuff down. I mean, they was doing all type of stuff. But for a while, we were startled by them. I remember when I was a youngin' and I used to live with my grandmother, man, and I used to hear them in the back of my house talking all night. And it used to bother me. I didn't like how it sounded back there. It was just too much. And the language to me was fairly new. It was when I started going to Cook Middle School is when I know that they was like really trying to take over. I had a friend of mine that wound up getting killed by the Shower Posse. You know, he was getting work from them bundles actually, and they killed him over like $50. Nonetheless, man, JBM wasn't having it, man. The Junior Black Mafia, they wasn't having it. I can't lie. They put them to work. I remember the Shower Posse had a house back like Madeira somewhere, like around that area. And they went through there, got a spot, was hustling. My man and them, they hustling up the street from the spot running. It's knocking them off. They're not really making no money. Their coke was good also. Called Marquesi and them, man. They came through that joint, man, and aired that house out. As you look back, you can remember hearing about them, and then you can hear about them just getting murdered in the streets. You know, you would just hear about a Jamaican getting killed here, a Jamaican getting killed here, and Jamaican getting killed there. And it was like, God damn, what's going on? But you'll find out later that all those people that was getting killed was members of the Shower Posse, man. And Aaron, you know, I guess he wasn't having it, you know, and it was a lot of dudes that just wasn't having it. It came to the point where a lot of them dudes, them Shower Posse dudes, I was running into them in jail. They was getting their shoes taken, getting their clothes taken off their back. And, you know, I don't got nothing against Jamaicans because I got, you know, Jamaicans are black. I love them. But the Shower Posse Jamaicans, they were serious, man. They was about their business. It's just they couldn't handle JBM and the firepower they had, man. I can remember one time on Broad Street and looking up. At one time, I'm looking at like a bunch of people coming my way. They were just walking, regular walking. And then I, you know, turned my head and looked up again. It was 1,000 people running my way, running all ass. And when the crowd broke, it was a Jamaican boy. He got shot in his head, neck, and back. So JBM wasn't really allowing nobody to come in. The whole Philadelphia was their territory. So you really couldn't be an out-of-towner and come in back in them days and get some money without you being a part of somebody. You know, like nowadays it's different. You know, all over the city, you got people just selling drugs and anywhere and just doing what they want to do. When in my time, that you couldn't do that, man. You know, you really got handled and situated. And I want the youngest to understand that, you know, it sound, I don't want y'all thinking I'm glorifying it. It sound like I'm glorifying it, like, yeah, JBM, this, that, and the third. But, you know, at that time, that's what was needed. And that's what I was going through in my life. But youngins, honestly, killing people over a corner, going through this over a corner or a block or a block that got a lot of work that can move on it, whatever, none of that shit make no sense because you're never going to be able to, you know, keep the money. You see me, you hear me mention Shower Posse, you hear me mention JBM, but have you heard how many people that I said has been killed that was a part of JBM? Have you heard about the innocent people that was caught in the crossfires of different people going to war and things happening? At the end of the day, you didn't. You know what I'm saying? So I'm allowing y'all to know that the lifestyle isn't of honor. You know, you're not going to hear that Aaron Jones became you know, like a scholar or something like that. He'd probably be a very scholar up here, but the system will never let him out because the system hate individuals like him. You know why? Because they knew the power that they had, right? But they were so happy that they used their power in a negative form so the government could capitalize off of it. Had Aaron Jones, had Crane Haynes, had all the OGs that was of honor use their energy, use all their strength, to do something positive, because they've done some things positive, but I'm saying totally 100%. You never know where we'll be, but, we can't look at them individuals as the worst individuals in the world, because coming up at their time, it was poverty. It's a difference. It wasn't programs. It wasn't things like this going on. So at the end of the day, it's a whole different mindset, man. So youngins, take heed and learn that none of these dudes are individuals that we should follow. But if you take that negative and you think about it in a positive form, and if you go ahead and act that positive way out and use that same strength, though, but not negative, I think that we all live in a better place. Our children be safe, and, everybody will be of honor, man. I'm King Earner from the Honor Your Life campaign. Next up is I'm going to speak about what happened in the prisons of Holmesburg when JBM got locked up. Craig Haynes, other individuals. I'm going to speak what the media says on this and what I know personally. Live and direct, King Earner.